So, no Embiid tonight, because, well, he is injured, and he is not sure to even play at start of the next series, as the Sixers, of course, need to sweep the Nets first if they will. It's in the title. And it was one hell of a weird matchup. I thought the Nets could at least win one here with no Embiid, as Cam Johnson gives them a 9-point lead here in the second quarter, but the Nets offense was just once again not good, and Tobias Harris showed up, which was great for the Sixers, obviously, as he gives them the lead here at the end, halfway through the third quarter. And Tyrese Maxey finally showed up here in this third quarter also, as he was not going, hits the end one mid-range. And I mean, this felt over right here, but the Nets did have a fight in them here, as Mikal Bridges hits the incredibly tough turnaround fadeaway from the mid-range and gives them a 2-point lead here, but it didn't matter, man. The Sixers were just better, and Melton hits the free ball here. And I'm trying to be more excited about this game, but it was already hampered by injuries, and this series has overall just not been great. And Tobias Harris ends them here with the corner free ball, as he had a 25-12 night with plus 15. He was the best player on the floor tonight. Tyrese Maxey didn't have a good game at all, except for the third quarter. But hey, that is all he needed. Paul Reed was really good in place of Embiid, 10 and 15. Played a solid night. Harden with 17 and 11. Got to the line at least. But once again, the shooting was weird. And he really can't finish around the rim anymore, it feels like. So that's something to monitor. Of course, he's dealing also with that hamstring injury that has been bothering him. So I don't know, man. It's not... Even though they swept the Nets, which, I mean, just doesn't sound like the 76ers to me, right? But at the same time, I feel like everything's already kind of unraveling, even though they are winning. But we'll see how Embiid looks when he comes back. If he comes back for game 1, there have been reports that it's 50% that he can be ready for next round, which, obviously depending on if the Hawks can somehow push this to game 6, game 7, would start probably either early early the week after this week, or next weekend. So, I mean, I don't know, man. And if Embiid is not fully healthy against the Celtics, I don't think the Sixers have much of a chance, to be quite frank with you. But they did win tonight, didn't turn the ball over, rebounded really well once again, as they out-rebounded the Nets by a lot, and in the end, it was enough. Mikal Bridges didn't show up tonight, unfortunately. He was not great. Felt like the bench didn't give them anything. Joe Harris has to be the fakest shooter ever, probably. The guy since the Bucks series where KD almost, hit that game winner with the toes on his line. You know what I'm talking about. Joe Harris has been just rough in these playoffs. And in the playoffs in general. Cam Johnson also had a rough night. Will be interesting to see how his offseason is looking like, with him being a free agent, of course, and what the Nets will do overall. It's gonna be truly intriguing what the Nets will do. Will they try to make a big move? Will they try to resign Cam Johnson? What will they do? We don't know. I mean, Joe Tsai and Sean Marks don't have the best reputation right now, so I don't know what to expect from the Nets, man, but they'll for sure try something, but what it is, I don't know, man. I mean, they'll try to go after a star, but will a star really want to play for them? Of course, if they don't have a no-trade clause, then, hey, it's not much up to you, but if the star does not want to play for you, do you really want to trade for them, right? It will be a lot of questions for the Nets in this offseason, which we'll talk about more, of course, as the season ends here in these playoffs, but... weird season for the Nets, as it seems like always since KD and Kyrie got there. And of course, next year there will be no KD and Kyrie for any part of the season, unless they somehow sign Kyrie this offseason, which would be one of the funniest developments ever. But I mean, if that happens, shit, I'll eat a